Erock is here today. World champion fitness model Erock Carlson is back. He's the guy who likes to put arrows in your throat, and you'll see what I mean about that in just a minute. Plus, get more great advice about how to get the body you want. Great to have you back again today, Erock.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
So you and I, buddy boy, have some unfinished business today.
That we do. You're going to do it today.
Last time you were here, you tried shoving this arrow into my throat, and I had to kind of back off a little. However, after the show, we did it.
That's right,
in the kitchen, in the green room.
You did it, yeah.
And the steel rod.
Absolutely.
So I said, I am going to get this on camera, even if it kills me. Even if it kills me. So, let's do this.
Let's give it a shot, okay. All right, so remember, you're going to put your front foot 1 foot forward.
All right. And don't try this at home.
Yeah, please do not try this at home. Okay.
All right.
Okay, what we're going to do is going to put this end right here. Take 1 foot forward.
Okay. And just into the throat.
Okay.
And I have done this before.
Yeah, I've done this before. Now put all your weight into your front foot.
Okay.
Okay, everything you've got to back 1 foot
and
up.
It's
absolutely in the right spot. 1 foot a little bit farther forward, so you're really leaning into it. You've got to put all your pressure on your front foot. So on a count of 3, I want you to rev up, fire up, and come in. 1, 2, 3. Come on, come at me really hard, really hard. Come on, Greg, you can do it. You can do it. There you go. Excellent. Okay. There you go.
That's one for the record books right there.
You did it. It's on tape. You saw it.
Okay. And I still have an interview to do. Okay. And now we're going to do the steel rod.
We're going to try steel rod too. Again, remember these. Don't try these at home. These are measured properly and tested out. So we do these in corporate seminars and events. And you've done this, but it's something I wouldn't try at home. Just don't go to Home Depot and pick up a steel rod. Okay, same principle. So we're going to have 1 foot forward. Okay. And now this is the steel rebar. This is 6 foot 8 inch steel rebar. It's going to take a little bit more effort to break. We're actually going to bend it. Break it would be pretty neat. So 1 foot forward.
Okay.
Okay. Get your papers protecting the end of the steel because it is sharp.
Does that look okay?
Can't see you're blocking it. Okay, good. So 1 foot a little bit forward. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to lock eyes.
Just a second. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's in the right spot.
All right.
Okay, 1 foot forward, a little bit more. Put all your weight in that front leg, so you're already coming at me. On a count of 3, we're just going to lock eyes. You look right at me. We do not stop until this is bent, okay? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Come on. Yeah! Yes! Excellent. Look at that, Mantell.
I thought I was going to go flying off the stage there for a second, but okay. Wow.
Excellent.
Okay.
Good job. Good job. That was awesome.
Okay. Now, you know, you were saying before you were retiring from some of those fitness competitions. Well, I'm officially retiring from the breaking arrow and steel rod business.
Okay.
I got that on tape. One day I'll show that to like the next generation, but for now, that is it.
Congratulations. That's really good, man.
So, you want to tell us what this is all about? How in the hell did you start doing this? What's the point of this? I mean, we talked a little bit about this before, but still. So, how did you get trained on this?
I got trained on it because I was seeking my own empowerment in my life. And once I started finding great teachers like Tony Robbins, Michael Beckwith, and the gentleman who actually trained me, his name's Tolly Burkan, who's a firewalking instructor. He trained me and all the other people I just mentioned. Yep. And we had a retreat, and we learned how to do these dynamic techniques that really... You do it, you can feel your body. There's a chemical change, you start sweating.
I just like, whew,
yeah, it's over. And the idea is to produce a state of fear, a state of resistance, a really extreme state in your body right there. So when you are later on in life and you overcome these challenges, your chemical processes are different, so you can react differently to the stresses in life or any other fears. You're never the same again, really biologically, because your brain is releasing chemicals differently.
Well, I know it is a thrill when you do it, and I know last time too, and that's why I want to get it on tape. But so you've actually been doing this for corporations and stuff, right? You actually have motivational seminars where you go around. In fact, I think you told me you set 60 people in a room.
Yes.
Facing the wall.
Yes.
And they all, what did you do? Tell me what
you
did.
So I had 65 executives in suits line up around the room at a hotel, all of them with an arrow in the throat. And I was standing...
By the way, don't you think that's a good thing to do with some of the executives? People out there want to try this with their boss, but I never.
Yeah, you want to see your boss in a little uncomfortability? Give me a call. We'll have him out there. But we had everybody around, and at the count of 3, I was standing in the center room. I yell 1, 2, 3, and everybody's already been prepped and knows what to do. And then at that one moment, everybody snaps their arrows. I mean, 65 people go around the room, and
so they're facing the wall, and they just push into the wall.
Yeah, they push into the wall on their own. So it's a very private, intimate moment until the cheering gets going. And so actually, out of 65, only 5 didn't break it on the first try. But after about 5 minutes coaching with me, everybody was successfully broke it. So.
And nobody gets hurt doing this?
Nobody's gotten hurt.
Okay.
Nobody.
And how many people did the steel rod? Because
steel rod, the whole team did it. Everybody did do the steel rod too.
No, but you do that one-on-one.
I do that with, yes, I lined up basically 10 people in that room. It was 10 on each side, so it's 20 people one time, and then the whole team is cheering. You know, let's go, let's go, let's go, and then they cheer for the buddies.
So you didn't do it with each of them individually?
No, I had each individual do it with their coworker. So it's team building.
Some people they were really pushing on that rod, depending on who was on the other end. Like, I never did like him.
Yeah, here's my opportunity. Yeah.
And nobody got hurt with that.
And nobody got hurt either. I mean, the excitement and the enthusiasm in the room it's electrifying to see people just like feel that shift in them right there and there. It's really neat.
And I think you said now that some like the other division stuff were calling you back because they had such a great time. They told the other people and stuff.
Yeah, now they've told all their different members and managers across the country. So now I'm going to Colorado. I'm going to Denver Stadium next month.
Are you going to fill up the whole stadium with people?
Yeah, I'm going to fill up. At some point I will. Someday you'll see my name on a marquee and a stadium full of people. Yes, but this time it's just in the locker room and on the field. So. Yeah.
Well. I know that you also have another big event coming up here pretty soon that we've been talking about. Yep. You have the competition coming up in San Diego in April for the best abs in the business, I believe. Is that right?
That's correct. And I said I was retiring, and I told you that, especially after Universe.
Yeah.
And
you sat right here last time.
I did.
I said I'm retiring. I got because you have the American title and then the Universe title.
That's correct.
For the Fame.
For the Fame Expo World and Universe title. And so I said I would only compete if it was an invitation only and it was the best guys. And Clark Bartram has put together an event, and it's actually now for the world title with the world's greatest abs. So we're competing the 8 to 10 of the best guys, and we're going to find out who's really got the best abs in the business.
And now you said Clark Bartram is one of the top fitness guys. You said he's been on the covers of all kinds of magazines and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, he's hundreds. I think he's close to 400 covers. I can remember in my early years, early 20s and stuff like that, seeing Clark Bartram on the covers. He's like...
So he's been around for a while?
He's been around quite a while, yes. And he's kind of an icon in the industry. I think his title is the most trusted fitness expert.
Most trusted,
yeah.
okay.
He's an amazing man, a great guy.
All right, so you're going to go there and take the title for the best abs in the business, is that right?
I'm going to, absolutely.
Okay, now...
I say I win, I win.
That's right, you predicted before you were going to win in Florida, and you did win. So, now I know that you've shown us your abs before on the show because you were in training and you're in always in good shape in that. But I know you've been working extra hard to get in shape for this event.
Yeah.
So, and Dyanna over here is going to be our judge. So, okay, let's see your abs. We're going to see the progress you've made from last time you were on the show. Can we get a close-up over here? Okay. So, I don't know. Dyanna, what do you think? Is he going for best abs in the business?
Absolutely.
So, I got some work to do before competition comes around, but I'll get there.
Okay, so what work have you got to do before the competition comes around?
Well, it's actually part of my, it's actually doing...
Dyanna's giving me the thumbs up over here. 2 thumbs up from Dyanna, okay.
Thank you. I'm basically trying to add some more muscle to my obliques, build them out a little bit better. And then what I will do is I'm doing a lot more cardio these days because as I get closer to competition, I want to be the best on stage. So I'll really lean up, get really, really super tight, and show off those abs that day.
Okay.
Fantastic, yeah.
Well, when we come back, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to find out more about what you do to get in that kind of shape and how diet plays a part of it.
Okay.
So up next, find out how to get abs like this with Erock Carlson. We'll be right back. We're back with fitness model Erock Carlson today, talking about the best abs in the business. Okay, so how do you get those kind of abs? I mean, I know that you have a very regimented diet, number one. So you want to start there. What are you eating?
I'm eating 2 to 3 meals a day right now, getting ready for the competition, and then I'm having 3 to 4, usually 4, shakes that are about anywhere from 850 to 1,320 calories.
So when you say 2 to 3 meals, that's not including the shakes.
That's not including, I'm actually eating food opposed to drinking shakes.
Salt, whole food or whatever.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but I'm having at least 6 to 7 meals a day.
6 to 7 meals a day.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the whole meals or the solid food meals?
That would be salad, tempeh, asparagus, broccoli, any kind of tofu, beans. That's typically what I eat.
And those are, how do you spread them out throughout the day?
I'll have like it depends on how I'm training that day. So sometimes I'll eat 2 meals. I'll have a lunch and then a dinner meal, and then I'll have shakes throughout the day. And then sometimes if I'm training late in the afternoon, then I'll eat my 2 meals in the morning or 3 meals in the morning, and then have shakes later towards the afternoon.
Okay, so but the shakes are a lot of it though, right? You're having what, 3 of these shakes a day, you said?
3, and I'm up to 4 now.
Up to 4.
So yeah, because I'm really trying to. It's another competition. So when it comes to competing, I really take it
I know you've gotten
seriously.
very serious about this.
Yeah.
So, and these shakes are what about? Well, how many? 1,300 calories? What did you tell me?
1,320 calories is my big shake, and the lighter ones are 850 calories.
850. And your total calories then per day is?
A little over 4,300.
4,300.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I want to know how you do it.
Yeah.
But okay, we're going to take a look at a little home video you made for us at making one of your shakes here. Let's watch this.
This is my favorite shake that I make. I'll drink about 3 of these a day. These are typically for somebody who wants to gain some muscle mass, who needs a lot of calories. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. 1 cup rolled oats. Protein powder, I like chocolate. Half to a whole banana. 1 cup of ice. And some water. There you have it, my famous peanut butter chocolate shake. I drink about 3 of these a day. That means that's about 90 a month. I love them. Delicious. Yes. So go make your peanut butter shake. Go grow some muscle. Work hard. Stay committed. Take you later.
Okay. Well, those look pretty good, actually. You let me try one at the gym once, and I know they taste good.
Tasty, huh?
In fact, I've tried incorporating that into my diet, too, because I know one thing we have a bit alike is that you're pretty much a vegetarian, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're not a true vegetarian or a strict vegetarian from a lot of people's point of view because you do eat whey protein.
Well, right, correct. Vegetarians eat eggs. In my whey protein, vegan. I was completely vegan, and I had to start incorporating whey protein in my diet in order to gain muscle mass.
Right.
That's something
because
I had to
actually
do.
even a viewer emailed me and said, "But how does he get that big if he doesn't?
Yeah.
You know, if he's vegetarian?" But so you do have the whey protein.
Whey protein shakes constantly. Those are those 3 or 4 shakes I have a day.
But also, I had another trainer around here, Jurgen, who told me the same thing, that he a slightly different version of the shakes. But so I think the shakes are the way to go.
Definitely. It's, science is saying that it's more of what our bodies can absorb instead of what we're eating. So to me, I just want high impact, calorie efficient nutrients to get in my body quick. I don't need my body wasting energy to digest meat that takes a long, long time.
I know, and this is something you and I talked about before, because I had tried the whole food thing where I was eating a lot of even eggs and chicken and stuff, but it just felt like a brick in my stomach. And I actually felt better with the shakes because, I don't know, they just didn't, it had all the protein and everything you need, but it doesn't. So that's what I'm working on. But now, one thing you did say when we were watching this, though, is that you have, this is for somebody like you who's trying to get big for a competition, but for somebody who's trying to lose weight, what did you say that you would recommend?
Absolutely,
something?
just drinking a protein, low carbohydrate protein, with just plain water, just ice cold water. Some people like to add milk, but then you're adding in fat and extra calories and maybe extra milk protein that you really don't need or your body can't digest. So unless you're of a higher caliber athlete consuming a lot of calories and using those, I don't recommend making those large shakes. Just stick to a basic protein and water mixture. And if you need carbohydrates, you can also get complex carbohydrates in powder form also to mix in with water. So I also use that too.
Okay.
So.
Well, since the last time you were here, we talked afterward, and I was looking for a new trainer. So we have been working out. Erock is my new trainer. We've been training now for, we just finished our 20-something session.
Like 26th session, yeah, absolutely.
I thought, it doesn't get any better than this, right? He keeps telling me I can get abs like that. So that's my goal, is to get abs like that.
Yeah, someday on the show, you're going to be the one pulling them up.
Yeah, at the
Absolutely.
moment, I'm covering up, but someday. Oh, and by the way, buddy boy, we did, when we started this, he talked me into a little before and after photo. Well, before photo, we don't have the after photo yet. So I was thinking I didn't really want photographic proof of the before. He's like, oh, no, it's fine, whatever. So he takes the picture.
Yeah, it was a good picture, too.
He takes the picture. He goes to Mexico on a photo shoot.
Yeah.
And the camera disappears in Mexico.
Yes, I left the camera in Mexico. I did.
So somewhere out there, someday, there's going to be a photo of me that emerges, a very scary photo, but somebody in Mexico has that photo of me.
Yeah.
So I told him, no more photos. No more photos.
Yeah, that was funny when you found that out. But if somebody has that photo, please send it in.
Yeah, I want that photo back. Or just delete it. No. So, but I'm excited about doing the workout with you because again, I do want to pay you a very big compliment because, you know, through this show I've met a lot of trainers and feel fortunate. I mean, in some ways I feel like I have 10 trainers. You know, I've met a lot of great people on the show doing this. But the thing is, what struck me, okay, you live in a different part of town than I do. And the first time we talked and we said, okay, I'll come over, we'll do a few sessions. And he lives way the hell away from me, is what I'm trying to say. And I thought, there is no way, with traffic in LA, I thought there is no way I'm gonna drive over there on a regular basis and go train. But the first time, he pulls out a little notebook, well, not a little bit, but he pulls out his notebook. He had like a 42 session program. It was the most professional. I mean, I was amazed because I've talked to a lot of trainers and they say, oh yeah, we'll do this and that. But he came out, he had the computer printouts, he had, you know, the whole thing. And so then I was like, okay. And so anyway, so now I'm doing the 42 session thing and my goal is to get into about 1/10 of the shape that you're in. But
and you're doing great. I mean, you can see it as you're sitting here. You can see how your chest is filled out, your shoulders, your arms, and everything. And I tell you what, this guy trains harder than I think anybody would expect. He really works really hard in the gym. It's really impressive to see you work out. So
thank you. Yeah,
yeah,
I think
you do work hard.
I got the impression that he thought I was going to be kind of a wimp when I got in there, but
Yeah, and that day it was.
Oh yeah.
It was just because of the way you described on the show how you always kind of portrayed that you were like you're out of shape, but then when you started training, I mean you have so much energy and so much enthusiasm for your workout. It was a lot of fun to get to watch you.
That's the NO explode.
And yeah, that helps too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was a little bit hesitant. We talked some. I've been taking some supplements and stuff that you recommended, and well, whatever's working, something is working, and so I think that it was worthwhile to, because I always thought maybe at first you should do it all natural, and I wasn't sure, but I know that you take this stuff and some of the other guys, and it does seem to be working. So
yeah,
and my goal is, I do want to slim down a little bit, and but I'm happy though that it's putting on more muscle mass.
Definitely.
And,
yeah, I mean, you're totally filling out. So, and yeah, I mean, supplements, you find the right supplement company and the right supplements, they can really help you out. And a lot of the fitness guys do have to use supplements. Now, not the general public doesn't really necessarily need all those supplements, but for some people who really want to get,
if you're trying to put on the muscle.
Yeah, if you want to gain muscle mass, you've got to have the right supplements. You have the right food in your body. Now, there are all natural people who just eat food like that all day long, but for people who are extremely busy or traveling in airports,
all natural like that.
Yeah, they can absolutely. Wow. Yeah, there's a wide spectrum. I mean, anybody can do anything, obviously, with their body. It just takes determination and focus.
But for the rest of us, there are supplements.
And for the rest of us, there's supplements that help, absolutely. For me, I'm a busy individual and traveling a lot. So for me to be able to throw protein powder in some cold water in a shake and drink it down in 5 minutes, that saves me so much time. So that's why.
All right.
Yeah.
We will be right back with fitness model Erock Carlson. All right, we're back with fitness model Erock Carlson. Okay, well, we got a photo of this guy here. Can we take a look at this? What is this picture here we're looking at?
This is the latest, it's an advertisement for a supplement company. That's actually for, I think, the protein powder or something.
Okay, and now we've got another, you said in the front there's another one of these.
Yeah, actually, yeah, front and the inside and the other side cover.
Take a look at this one too here.
Yeah.
Okay, oops, okay. So, and I should thank you, by the way, because I know that you were almost en route to Mexico, so it's good that you're even here today because you're on call for a photo shoot. going to Cancun for 5 days.
Yep.
So thank you. In fact, I think you told him, you said, I'm doing a talk show and I want to wait.
Did.
So
I said, please, I'm doing a talk show on Tuesday the 21st, so please, if you can, bring me to Cancun after that. So I could be gone tomorrow. So.
could be gone tomorrow.
Yay.
But I like this photo because it has, well, something with the lighting and stuff. You were telling me how they did it with the back of, just like in a back.
Yeah, it was the back of like a film studio, just a very kind of a rundown looking warehouse in the back, and there's just props. The photographer, Jason Ellis, he's an amazing photographer and has such great vision, but the setup and everything.
You look a little pissed off.
Yeah, that was kind of the look they wanted. They wanted intensity is what they're going. So
yeah,
I guess that's what I got.
my trainer right there.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll put that picture in front of you, Tom, my little book to keep you going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
So, well, I asked you today if you would have some kind of like a little fitness tip of the day for the people out there who want to, I don't know, do you have something for us? It could be anything, whether it's losing weight or nutrition or something. What have you got for us?
You know,
Eric's
I
tip
would
of the day.
highly suggest for a lot of people to get with a trainer or do some research on finding out about your target heart rate zone. Because I think a lot of people, I've been noticing lately in the gym, a lot of people who keep saying, I'm doing cardio, but I'm not losing weight. And then they'll ask me to come observe them, and I'll notice that their heart rate's around 105 or 100. And so they're nowhere near burning fat. So what I would recommend is to find what your target heart rate zones are, what your max zone is, and what your fat burning zone is, and what your aerobic work or zone is. So we can figure out optimally how to burn the most fat in 45 minutes to an hour, and do that 5 days a week, because it really makes a difference working hard enough to burn the excess fat.
Yeah, and well, the thing that I thought was interesting was that I was looking on the machine and in the fat burning, because I like to do cardio. I mean, I run pretty often, unless my schedule's impossible that week or something, but I run quite a bit. And but I know you advise using the heart rate monitor too on me, because the fat burn zone is different than the cardio zone.
Yes.
Right, and I was surprised by that because, well, actually when I had Zeb on and some of the other guys too, they were saying that, you know, when people say cardio, I'm thinking running, but they actually were just even doing like basically fast walking or uphill or, so it's you want to get in that fat burning zone, which is actually lower than just running, which I found interesting because I just thought, you know, like the faster the better.
Yeah, yeah. If you're above that fat burning zone, you're burning calories, which is good. You do want to do that also. But if you really want to access the excess of fat within your body, you got to get in that fat burning zone. So 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of fat. So if you can figure out how many calories you got to eat less each day, and then do that much extra cardio each day and each week, you can look like I showed you with your map. This is how, with your book, this is how you achieve a goal. And
how much? I know you've been doing more cardio though too lately.
Yeah. I'm actually doing a lot more cardio than I typically do. And again, it's getting ready for the competition, so I'm less than a month out, and I want to.
All right.
Win.
Yeah, actually, you've got what, a month and 2 days, I think.
Yeah.
So can he get in shape?
Absolutely.
What do you think, Dyanna? Can he do it? Maybe she thinks you're halfway there already. So, well, you know, and by the way, one other thing I wanted to mention about the shakes, though, that I found is I tend, because my schedule's busy and I'm on the run a lot, I tend to eat out a lot. In fact, well, I know you told me you take a day of the week when you make like 10 meals or something all at once. Well, and people have told me that before, but see, I don't cook.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't cook. I don't have time. I don't know how to make 10 meals a day. But so I always eat out. I mean, always. You know, sometimes it's quick, it's a sandwich or something, or there's a place across the street, whatever. But I'm always eating out. But what I found is when I switched to those shakes, that actually, I thought, this is actually saving me a lot of money.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I wasn't eating, you know, I thought this is actually eating well or very healthfully, but yet I wasn't spending, you know, 10 or more bucks every time I would go out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's my little fitness and economic tip there, that if you know, because people, even on maybe if the finances are tight or something, if they're looking for a way to save money, if you eat that way, besides eating well, you can save a lot of money.
Absolutely. Like the protein powder, you take that 77 servings, and I think that costs about $28. So, I mean, you can see that that's a big change in going and buying meat and food or eating out all day long. You spend $40, $50 a day to eat when you can spend a lot less.
Yeah, actually.
And just get the nutrients that you really need.
And then you can use that money to get your trainer.
Absolutely. Get a trainer to show you a map. I want to get from A to B. There's great trainers out there who can show you how to do it. So.
And by the way, I believe you're going to start, I know you've got your new computer and you're going to start video podcasting.
I will be. Absolutely.
Soon.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to start having a video podcasting. There'll be an empowerment magazine I'm creating. It's called Empower. It's a magazine strictly about empowerment. We're not for or against anything. We're just for great living.
All right. This is fitness model Erock Carlson. Thank you very much for being here again today, Erock.
Thank you again.
Hope you'll come back another time and give us the scoop again.
Absolutely.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next time. Okay, why don't you show us those abs one more time as we go out here. Let's see Mr. Best Abs in the business here.
There you go. There they are.